everyone. Thanks for this opportunity. My name is Om Kadam, and I am here to express or to explain about the object-oriented programming concepts. That is four basic pillars, or we can call it as a principles of the object-oriented programming. The four principles are abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. These are the four principles on which object-oriented programming is placed on. That is object-oriented. It is a approach or it is a methodology to write a program or design principle. So let me discuss about the abstraction first. Abstraction is nothing but a hiding the implementation or hiding the data about data, that we call as a abstraction, and we are hiding the data to avoid the misuse of data, or to avoid the complexity to the end user. Means we are means instead of developer, no one is would like to read the logic and do the all tasks or do the see the transparency. So to avoid that, we abstraction is provided. Abstraction means hiding the details about the data. The best example of abstraction is a ATM machine. Without knowing any background working, we just use the UI, and by the help of UI, we can perform a general operation on that ATM machine, and that is our need. So we can perform the daily task on it without knowing its background working. And another example of the abstraction is a car brake. We doesn't know about the its mechanism, but when we press that pendle, that time the car will immediately stop. That is the working of the pendle, and we know how it is for how it for is used, that we know, and that is the basic example of abstraction. And abstraction means incomplete method, and that we have to extend that class by another class, and we have to write or we have to provide the implementation of that abstract method that we have declared in our previous class. That is about the abstraction. And talk about the polymorphism. Polymorphism nothing but a poly means the word says that poly means many, and morph means forms. Means one object behaves in multiple forms. That is about the polymorphism. And polymorphism have basic two types. First one is a real compile time polymorphism, or another one is a runtime polymorphism. That is also known as a static binding or late binding, or early binding, that we can call it as a. And that achieve by using the method overloading or method overriding. That is the concept which is used to implement the polymorphism in object-oriented programming. And another one is a inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but it is a main basic pillar, or main basic we can call it as a one of the useful feature of the object-oriented model. That is a inheritance means it has many advantages. For that, it is more in use. The inheritance means we can declare a class, and that class can acquire, or that class can acquire the properties of another class. That is means if we write the code of calculator, and in that we have done a code for addition and code for subtraction, but when we want to add the multiplication and division method in it, that time we don't have rights to change that code, but we can create another class, and we can create a relationship between them. And by the object of that parent class, we can extending that child class, we can use the properties of parent class as well. So that is we can access the whole properties by a single object only. So that is a help that is possible with the help of inheritance. And the more advantages of inheritance is generally used to do the code reusability. that implements as well. And we can, with the help of that means a child or parent class, we can create a relationship between them, a relationship between two classes. So that is more useful, means that is about the inheritance. And it has many types. First one is a single inheritance or simple inheritance, we can call it as a. And another is a multi-level inheritance, and third one is a hierarchical inheritance, we can call it as a. Hybrid inheritance is not supported in Java, and multiple is possible, but multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. Multi-level is possible. That is about the inheritance. And another one is a encapsulation. Encapsulation means we can a general class can have constructors, data members, member function, or instance block, static block, non-static block, that all contains inside a class. When we talk about the data members, means data member is nothing but a variable which is declared inside the class. A variable is dumb, means a variable doesn't know any, variable doesn't have any behavior or any functioning capability inside it. So variable, it has a simple work, that is used to store some value, and we can fetch that variable at runtime to access that value. So that is a general work. But to provide the functionality, or to provide the ability to work, or ability to do something, so for that we can pass that variable to a method, and we can apply the constraint on that inside a method, and we can just call the method by passing that parameter. So that is the encapsulation. Encapsulation means wrapping a data inside a single unit, that is nothing but a class. That is about the encapsulation. Encapsulation is concept is used to provide the security, and by that the security is increased. So that's about the encapsulation. And there are four pillars of object oriented programming that I have explained. Thank you.